attention. They need the greatest care. When I talk with those people who have these chronic diseases and they're suffering, they're in pain, they're in and out of the emergency room or the hospital, and they're not getting any help. And
Mm.
some of them drive themselves to the hospital and died not coming out. So, New Species has taught me, sir, how vulnerable life really is. And the people who are sick and suffering, they're the most vulnerable among us, and they need the greatest help. They need the greatest care. They need the greatest attention. And that's why New Species has to work. It has to work. I make it to work. It has to work. Because if it doesn't work, Chris, I feel like I'm letting down these people. So I was
Mhm.
talking. I was talking to myself, Chris. Sometimes I do.
Okay.
And I know that my kids think I'm crazy. or, or maybe I am. I used to think my father was crazy when he used to talk to himself. Oh boy, am I my father's son, right?
Yes, sir.
But I was talking to myself a while ago in my office how when I think back over the past many years, I would have maybe 30, 40 people on my calendar every day, Chris.
Mhm.
And over 98% are always seeing results for the better. Over 98%. And I'm thinking, the world needs to be in this. Everybody out there who needs help needs to be in this. Because over 98% of the people I talk to, each one is a testimonial because they're getting better. They're seeing changes for the better. They look at their lab reports. They look at their MRIs or their scans, and they're getting better. Like a lady I just spoke to, not going to say her name. She has stage 4 cancer in her liver, and her lesions are shrinking. And she said, Aston, what I'm worried about now is that I have fluid. I'm peeing a lot. I'm getting up at night to pee and I need to sleep. So I said, aren't you more worried about the stage 4 cancer in your liver that's getting better? She said, well, I want to switch to helping me to get rid of fluids because I can't sleep at night. So those are the people I talk to, Chris, every day.
I know, sir. And you do such a great job at it because, again, Aston, I talk about it all the time. I don't know how you keep up, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man is a workaholic. Always, always, always. He does consultations from morning till night. And again, we suggest that everybody out there, if you have a health issue, get a consultation. Telephone number to make that appointment: 888 548 3150. 888 548 3150. Call and set up an appointment. So yes, that's done. I am completely impressed, sir, how you keep up with all the consultations.
Well, thank you, sir. I don't know how I do it, but I'm sure that there are a lot of sacrifices of other people around me why I'm able to do it. So I guess the compliment goes to them, sir, because they could make it impossible for me to do it.
Exactly, exactly. But it is all about sharing information, and I know that you take that very, very seriously because, yes, the information does change things. That's right, people. Knowledge is power. And the more you know, obviously, is the better decisions you will make. So, again, Aston, we thank you for the information, sir.
Well, you're welcome, sir, and we're going to continue to do that even with the challenges that we face right now. We are
Hmm.
going to continue to share information, share knowledge, and try to help as many people as possible. You new species out there, I am now putting the burden on your shoulders to spread the word to help other people, beginning with your family, beginning with your family, the loved ones you have who need help, your children, your grandchildren, your older parents, aunts and uncle. Let's begin with them. And then a lot of you refer your coworkers and strangers We need to get all these people on new species so they can get help. And not everybody's going to get rid of their issues completely, but at least, Chris, they can live a little better. They can live a little longer because a lot of people come to me when their bodies are devastated. They have diabetes in their pancreas. They have high blood pressure in their blood vessels. They have heart disease. They have high cholesterol blocking up their veins and arteries. They have cancer, past cancer. They have prostate issues. They have anemia. So people who come to me, they usually are very, they're very bad. Their health is just very bad. Their organs are devastated by diseases and inflammation. So, but even those, we try to help, and we do help as many as we can, sir.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what Aston and his team at New Species, that's what they are all about, helping you to overcome your health challenges. Or if you just simply want to maintain good health, because you know what they say, right? You got to maintain so that you don't have a problem. Yeah, as we say in Jamaica, do something before something do you. Right, son? Yeah, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, for more information, the telephone number 888-548-3150. 888-548-3150. The website is newspecies.com. And of course, we also suggest that you download the New Species app to get way more information, and you also get big discounts when you have the New Species app. All right? So, we want everybody out there to know, Aston, that the information makes a huge difference. And when you schedule a consultation with New Species, they're obviously going to spend more time talking to you about your health issues than even your doctor will spend with you, right, Aston?
Yes, sir. Especially those who send us their lab reports or their images reports. If they send those to us, we can help them to go through it, and we come up with questions for them to go back to their doctors or their specialists, because that's what we do, Chris. We work with our clients and help them to work with their doctors, because ultimately their medical providers are the people who have utmost importance to make sure they're getting the right tests, making sure that they're focusing on the right things, because sometimes doctors can be so busy, Chris, they don't have time to, their waiting room is an assembly line. Literally, people are just rushing through it, and the doctors literally don't have a lot of time to do these things. So we try to fill that little gap to discuss the abnormalities in people's labs, so they can take it back to their doctors. Like, I do it every single day. And you know what? The doctors appreciate it, and my clients appreciate it. So when you think about it, it's a win-win on both sides.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the information changes things. All right? And of course, after giving you the information, New Species will now give you the actual tools that you need to overcome your issues. All right? So reach out to them, 888-548-3150. That's 888-548-3150. Website, newspecies.com. That's NUSPECIES.com. And of course, download the New Species app, all right? Now, Aston, I hear that you're going to have a testimonial in the next segment, sir?
Yes, sir. There's a gentleman. He's available in the next segment, so I'm going to try to bring him on. And he has a lot to say, Chris.
Okay. All right, sir. We'll be looking forward to it, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You're welcome.